Hi, and welcome to this Bumpy Road Brew Day. I will be brewing my Ghost Smoked Telly Porter. That is going to be for this fall season. That's the special beer that I wanted to do this year. I have brewed this one a couple times in the past. I've tweaked it a little bit. So hopefully this one comes out better than years past. What I'm going to be doing is actually measuring out 6 pounds of some raw two-row malt that I have. So I got a giant bag of that, so I can measure that out myself. Plenty in stock right now. So 6 pounds will be going in. I also have 3 pounds of Fireman smoked malt. There is 1 pound of Crystal 60 in this. 1 pound of brown malt. I have 8 ounces of roasted barley, 8 ounces of chocolate malt, and 6 ounces of black patent, plus 6 ounces of flaked wheat. For the hops, we'll have my bittering hops. Not going to go until 30 minutes remaining of boil. That will be Pilgrim. My Pilgrim right now is at 11.6 alpha. We put 0.75 ounces in. And then 5 minutes left to boil, I'll have the Wilmette, which is at 5.7 alpha. Shooting for around 30 IBUs, around a 6% alcohol. That's what I'm going for in this. Also, in the last 5 minutes, that's what makes this one the Ghost Smoked. I'll be adding 3 dehydrated ghost peppers just to give it a little bit of peppery heat. So yeah, I'm just gonna go weigh out my malt right now, and then get this going. It's the beginning of the brew day. Just got the hot liquor heating up on the stove. I'm gonna get my salts all weighed out. Just getting prepped. Gonna get my carboy sanitized so I can have that ready to go for when it's time to fill it with the wort. All right, I won't bore you guys with all that stuff I just talked about. Okay, so this is the pH of the mash. It might drop again a little bit to like a 5.25, but yeah, right there. But yeah, that's the mash. It's been already in there for about 12 15 minutes in the mash. So yep, good pH reading. It's right in the range that I want it. Alright, so that's the pH reading from the kettle. So right in range there again. You want to be around that 5.2 to 5.5 range. So it's been right around that 5.2, both in the mash and now in the full volume of the kettle. My gravity reading for the pre-boil, I don't know if that's going to show up, if I can find it. Estimated pre-boil gravity was supposed to be a 1049, and I hit that right at a 1049. It's coming up as a 1036, but then I'll show you my hydrometer, because it was at 127 degrees Fahrenheit when I measured that. It does the calculations here. So 1036 at a temperature of 127, corrected gravity is at 1049. So cool. Another one I'm right on there with the gravity should be. So pretty happy with my stuff right now. Went just a little above the boil volume. It was supposed to be 7.51 gallons, probably about a 7.75 there, 7.75 gallons. So a little bit more, but hey, with a gravity reading, which it was supposed to be, no need to boil down any lower. So just gonna bring this up to a boil now. Does have a nice roasty and smoky
aroma to it. Doesn't smell like bacon. Normally I do these things, they kind of have a bacon smell. This one actually smells like campfire smoke. It's nice. So, looking forward to it. Be back with some hop drops. Got a hop drop coming up. First one. This is a 60-minute boil. And this first hop is going to go in at the 30-minute mark. I've got 1 ounce of UK Pilgrim. I'm only going to use 0.75 ounces, so it's fresh out of the pack. It is an oxygen barrier pack. Nitrogen flushed, it says. So, well, that didn't open it. I gotta find some scissors and quick. No, I got a screwdriver. That will work as well. Alright, so let's weigh these out. Alright, 0.75 ounces. Alright, this is just a bittering hop. It does kind of have an herbal, spicy, earthy note to it. But, yeah, we'll just, we've got 15 seconds here. That'll be going in. I've already had a couple beers today. So I've been sitting around watching YouTube channels for the moment. So, all right, it's going in. And then let's see if we can get a good view of this. The lighting is so horrible. But yeah, there she is, boiling. So yeah, it's been a pretty simple brew day today. I will be throwing first probably I got another 10 minutes. I'll just put the wort chiller into the boil. That will give it a good 20 minutes to sanitize it. And after another 10 minutes, I'll just throw a Warflock tablet in. Those help, have the proteins and other shit in the beer or the wort fall out, just to help clear the beer. It's gonna be pretty damn dark. You won't be able to see through it anyways, but I want this to be clear as it can be. After that, I will show the next hop drop with a Willamette and the dehydrated ghost peppers in that. That'll be at the 5 minutes left to boil. And then it's just same old, chill it down. Transfer it to the carboy. And I'll be showing the yeast. The yeast that I have for this is American Pale, or American Ale, I'm sorry. American Ale 1 from BuMpy-isms is what I chose. I think it's 1056 for the number. So I normally use BuMpy-isms. I have purchased online from Northern Brewer for the past few brews before this one, where I got the Imperial yeast. I'm really liking that stuff. The Midas Touch that I did, the clone of that, it had quite a large krause and it was very happy. Might have been the honey in it, I don't know, but very happy. It's looking beautiful. Tomorrow night will be the third day of active fermentation, so I will be putting the white grape concentrate in at that point. But that's on the other video you guys have already seen. Alright, so I did drop that Warflock tablet in, coming up on the final hop drop and ghost pepper drop. So I got my Willamette It's 5.9. I think I said it was 5.7 alpha earlier. It's 5.9 alpha. So 0.75 ounces of this. Go ahead and give this a smell. I'm going to go grab the ghost peppers there as well. Yeah, a little bit of kind of floral, lemony type smells coming out of this one. I'm going to try not to rub my eyes after. But, yeah, these are butt jolly, whatever. It is the hottest chili in the world, the ghost chili pepper. As you can see there, it's unbelievably hot. So 3 of these will be going in. Try to pick out some good ones out of this. I'm going to try not to touch my eyeballs or anything after. I have to wash my damn hands. Yeah, that looks like a good one. There's one. Just throw that. Yeah, it's got a nice smell to it. You can kind of smell the heat from it. It's 2. And one more. Let's go for another kind of large one. There we go. Yep. This works well with the smoke aromas from the smoked malt. Oh, gonna sneeze now. Damn it. Woo! Should add just a nice, you kind of get the spice note and the aromas from it. Hopefully a little bit of the flavor from the pepper and some heat. It shouldn't be overpowering though. I do have a beer going right here. This is the Oktoberfest from Harpoon Brewing Company. And let's just go ahead and dump this in. All right. My previous batches of this, I put the ghost peppers in. I started off with one. The first time I ever made it. It wasn't enough at all. Put in it the last 3 minutes of boil. The second time I did it, that's why I bumped it up to the 3, and I still kept it at the 3 minutes, but just want a little bit more of that pepper to actually come through. So give it a couple more minutes there, the 5-minute mark. See if we can smell anything in this. I don't know. Smells like it's gonna be a porter. But yeah. Next thing I'll do, I'm just gonna chill the wort down, and we'll see you guys back when I'm pitching the yeast. It's been a very beautiful day out today. It's nice and cool. I think it's probably about 65. I'm gonna have to go buy my skin thermometer. So beautiful day for brewing. Cheers. Okay. Actually, with my whipping wand there, I found a really good way to aerate the shit out of this. So this thing is frothed up to the top pretty much. So I think I got a good aeration going. My original gravity, now it's kind of splicing hairs. It could be spot on or just below. But I was shooting for a 1059 original gravity, and what I was registering was a 1058, but it's minuscule in that area. So it could be the 1059. I'm gonna go with the 1058, but we'll see what the final gravity comes out to. Like I said, I was shooting for 6% ABV on this. I got two of these. So these are sanitized. It is the Y Yeast 1056 American Ale. Nice and blowed up there. Let's go ahead and pitch this in. And then just, I'm going to go ahead and pop a sanitized airlock in it. I'm going to fill it up with some Tito's handmade vodka from Texas. Why not? Usually I use cheaper vodka than that, but it's what I got on hand. Let's see, this should be really happy. I mean, throughout the day, this has just, everything's worked so well. I've said this before, but I think I finally actually have my calculations down. I've had a few brew days in a row where everything has just worked out the way it's supposed to. I'll show you the what the bumpy touch looks like right now as well. It's in its second full day of fermentation after fermentation started. Alright, so we got the 2 yeast packs in there from the Y yeast. This does say 100 billion cells. That's what I like. That's what I'm liking about the Imperial yeast is it says it's 200 billion cells per packet. So it's cheaper for me to do that. This is the same price for where I buy it from as the Imperial yeast, and the Imperial yeast has been like the most active yeast I've ever used. So I'm really liking that. But I ordered the shit out of this one, so should be happy as a fucking pig in a pen. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my airlock here sanitized. Let's drop that in for a second. And then I'm just gonna, like I said, fill it up with some Tito's vodka. Let me see if I can't flip the screen on the fucking thing. But yeah, that is what the bumpy touch is looking like right now. It's happy. The krausen's starting to go down. It was all the way up to here. So it was a very excited krausen. It's still going. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna drop in the white grape concentrate into this, but it is a beautiful, it looks darker on screen, but it is a golden color. It looks like honey. Yeah. So another great brew day. I never know what's going to come of this until I actually end up drinking the beers. But yeah, I think I am starting on my way to actually making the beers that I've always anticipated myself making. Just some minor tweaks. So if you ever, if you start home brewing and you have some faults, you don't like stuff, just keep at it, folks. Try to figure out what may have gone wrong and just make your little tweaks until you figure out the situation. Because I'm happy with my Demon Child. It's good. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet, if it's an amber or a red IPA, but it's at least tasting really good, and I'm happy with it. So we'll see what these ones are like, but the numbers are all there. Which is something you don't have to completely geek out about, but I do a little bit. So try not to stress out. I've definitely stressed out because I've tried to do everything that I could possible in the past, and just things never equaled out to what they should have been, and you just have to find the issues, the ghost within the machine sometimes. So cheers, guys. I appreciate you watching my brew day, and I hope you enjoyed it.